So this week's tip is about praise. Radically candid praise is humble. And the best way to be humble when giving praise is to be really specific about what was good and why. It's pretty hard to come across as patronizing or insincere if you get into the details.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And I would add that I think right after you put in the energy to be detailed about why this thing was so good for the business or good for the organization, I actually think it's really important to turn around and then ask, well, what do you think? And the reason is because almost always, when giving feedback, whether it's praise or criticism, the other person is going to have a really important and different enough interpretation of the facts, and that can really help you fill in the full picture of why that thing was so important for the business or for the organization.
Yeah, I think that's a really important point. And another thing that I've learned is sometimes when I'm praising somebody and I take the time to do as you suggested and ask, what did you think? I learned that, in fact, I praised what was good and totally missed what was great. And this gives the other person the opportunity to say, actually, this was the thing you should really be impressed by, which is always important to know. And often when I see that thing that I should have noticed but didn't, now I want to learn how to do it too, or I want the whole organization to learn how to do it. And when you take a minute and say, would you teach me or us how to do it, do that as well so that we can learn from you, then it's hard to look patronizing when you ask that question.
Yeah, and so you get the added benefit. You take that praise, and now that praise isn't just for that person. That praise now allows you to get some leverage and potentially make the whole organization better.
A great example of why radically candid praise is so important. So this week, focus on giving praise that is humble. Get into the details.